Our story begins over 5,000 years ago, with the formation of ancient Egypt along the fertile banks of the Nile River. This mighty river provided the lifeblood for the civilization that would grow into one of the most powerful and enduring in history. The rich soil allowed for abundant agriculture, which supported large populations and led to the development of complex societies. Before the pharaohs ruled, Egypt was divided into several small communities and regions, known as the Predynastic period. These early Egyptians were masterful in pottery, craftwork, and the development of early hieroglyphic writing. As these communities grew and interacted, they began to unify under stronger leaders, paving the way for the first true Egyptian state. The unification of Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE marks the beginning of the early dynastic period. This era saw the rise of the first pharaohs, including Narmer, who is often credited with uniting the two regions. Pharaohs of this period established the foundations of Egyptian culture, religion, and government, building massive tombs that foreshadowed the grandeur of the pyramids to come. The Third Dynasty heralded the Old Kingdom, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids. Pharaoh Djoser, one of the most famous rulers of this dynasty, commissioned the construction of the Step Pyramid at Saqqara. Designed by the architect Imhotep, this pyramid was the first monumental stone structure in Egypt and represented a significant leap in architectural innovation. The Old Kingdom is perhaps the most iconic period in Egyptian history, known for the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Pharaohs like Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure oversaw the building of these colossal structures, which served as their tombs and were designed to ensure their safe passage into the afterlife. The Old Kingdom was a time of immense wealth and power, with the pharaoh seen as a god-king. Following the grandeur of the Old Kingdom, Egypt entered the First Intermediate period, a time of political fragmentation and social upheaval. The centralized power of the pharaohs weakened, leading to the rise of local rulers and a period of chaos and decline. Despite the turmoil, this era was also marked by cultural development and innovation, as local leaders sought to assert their authority and legitimacy. The Middle Kingdom emerged from the chaos of the First Intermediate period, with pharaohs like Mentuhotep II reuniting Egypt and restoring stability. This era is often considered a golden age of Egyptian culture, marked by prosperity, flourishing of literature, art, and a more inclusive view of the afterlife. The Middle Kingdom also saw the expansion of Egypt's borders and increased trade with neighboring regions. The stability of the Middle Kingdom eventually gave way to the Second Intermediate period, another era of division and foreign invasion. This period is notable for the Hyksos, a group of foreign rulers who took control of northern Egypt. The Hyksos introduced new technologies, such as the horse-drawn chariot, which would later be adopted by the Egyptians. The New Kingdom represents the height of Egypt's power and influence. Following the expulsion of the Hyksos, pharaohs like Ahmose I and Hatshepsut expanded Egypt's territory, while rulers such as Thutmose III and Ramses II led military campaigns that established Egypt as a dominant power in the ancient world. This era also saw the construction of the Valley of the Kings and the temples of Karnak and Luxor. The New Kingdom was a time of great wealth, international diplomacy, and artistic achievement. The New Kingdom eventually declined, leading to the Third Intermediate period, a time of political instability and division. Egypt was ruled by a series of Libyan and Nubian kings, and the central authority of the pharaohs weakened. This period was marked by the fragmentation of power, with local rulers asserting greater independence. The late period saw a brief resurgence of Egyptian power. The 26th dynasty, known as the Saite dynasty, managed to reunify the country and restore some of its former glory. However, Egypt faced increasing pressure from foreign powers, including the Persians and eventually the Greeks. Conquest of Egypt by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE marked the end of the late period and the beginning of the Ptolemaic dynasty. From its earliest days along the Nile to its time as a powerful empire, and finally its conquest by foreign powers, the history of Egypt is a story of resilience, innovation, and enduring legacy. Today, the monuments and artifacts of ancient Egypt continue to captivate and inspire us, offering a glimpse into one of the most remarkable civilizations the world ever known. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your channel name for more historical exploration.